Hello everybody, my name is Mario O'Brien. I'm here back to showcase the 5 biggest mistakes to avoid when buying a house. Number 5 would be the altitude of the house. This is a big mistake for you guys to avoid, especially buying a house in a place like Madeira. As you know, Madeira is hilly, there's a lot of mountains, and the weather could drastically change even if you just go up a road between 10 to 15 minutes. Why is this? Because of meters above sea level. You can check the meters above sea level of the property you're buying on Google Maps, Google Earth, or your iPhone compass. Make sure, if you want my own opinion, you should be below 350 meters below sea level to get the best weather. So guys, make sure you have the compass ready so when you're in the house, you know exactly what's the weather going to be like throughout the whole year. Number 4 would be getting an engineer to review the house. Guys, big problem to avoid. Always make sure to get an engineer to review the house before you buy it. These engineer reports cost between 300 to 1,000 euros just for one report, depending how big the house is. Getting these reports could help you for 2 things. One of them would be to negotiate the price with the owner. Maybe the owner doesn't know there's problems, existing problems in the house, which the engineer could basically say them and report them, and you can use that document to send to the owner and say, we don't want to pay this price because of that. We need to solve these problems, so we would like to pay this. It could save you a lot of money in the future. Also, second, which is more important, if you see a big problem in the house, in this case the engineer will tell you, you probably wouldn't buy the house knowing that there's a big problem in the structure of the house. So it would save you a lot of headaches and a lot of money in the future. If you don't have any contacts for this engineer, you can contact me on WhatsApp or send me an email and I will send you all the numbers I know from all the engineers I know in the island that can help you. Number 3 would be taxes and fees. Guys, taxes and fees, no one likes to pay them. Neither do I, neither do you, but we have to pay them. You should definitely know how much are you going to pay taxes before you even look at the property, so probably make a difference on the budget you have to buy this property. There's an easy way, you don't need me or anyone whatsoever, just Google an EMT simulator, which is a simulator which I will leave the link down below where you can put the value of the property, if it's your primary residence, your secondary residence, and then you can use it to calculate how much taxes you're going to pay. There's 2 taxes, which is EMT and Imposto de Selo. EMT could range between 1% to 6% of the house, depending on the value, and Imposto de Selo is 0.8% of the total value. This is definitely a calculator you need to use, and it's easy to use as well. Lawyer fees and a translator. Guys, also, another fee you need to make sure when you buy a house, you need to do a notary deed. Notary deed can cost around 500 to 700 euros, more or less, depending where you go. Also, to get a translator to translate the deed. If you're not from here and you don't know the language, you should definitely get a translator. And you have by law to get someone to translate for you to understand exactly what you're signing. And also for you guys to make sure what you're buying and signing. Lawyer fees depends on whoever you speak to. If you should get a lawyer or not, depending on how comfortable you are with the real estate agent or the company that you're buying. My advice is, if you want to make sure everything is correct, make sure to get a lawyer so he doesn't charge you that much money, and at least you can get everything in order in terms of documents and other situations. Number 2 would be location and purpose. Guys, make sure to do your research before buying a house. If you do your research, it could save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle. You need to know exactly what you're coming here to buy. If you want a family property, if you want a property for you to relax and retire, make sure to do the research to know exactly what are the best locations for you to do whatever you want to do, okay? Just make sure to do research so you don't have to sell it in the future and you nail exactly what you want. If you want the best weather, you need to know where is the best locations for the best weather. If you want more to be in the city, you know Funchal is the capital in the city. So make sure to do your research. Number 1 would be not overpaying for a house. Guys, easy mistake to make, okay? Especially in a market like Madeira. There's not a lot of property for sale. So people just go from, if there's nothing for sale, it probably will be worth this. But no, incorrect. You should always make sure you're paying a realistic price or a close to realistic price when you're buying a house, especially in an island like this. If you contact a real estate agent, for example, a buying agent, he could represent you and make sure you don't overpay for this house. And also because the island is small and real estate agents know exactly how much the neighbor sold his house for or how much the American guy bought that house for, which could help you more or less get an idea on how much you should pay for the ideal house you want. So make sure to contact a real estate agent to represent you on doing that so you don't overpay. Another way you can also do it, for you make sure to not overpay, you can also do a study of market of the property. How do you do this? Is the same way some of us do it as well, which you go in the market and you research for properties that have been sold or recently sold in the market or close to where you want to buy. So you can also compare to the property you're looking at right now. If you don't know how to do it, just email me, WhatsApp me, and I'll show you how to do it. So there you go, guys. Those are the 5 biggest mistakes to avoid when buying a house in Portugal. If you like the video, please leave it a like. If you comment to give you any questions you must have to me, or any suggestions for next videos, subscribe if you want to keep updated with any more information about the island, the market, and also other listings that I might have. And that's pretty much it. Have a lovely day, guys, and enjoy the rest of the weekend.